so I just don't. It took me like, God, really took me at least a week to just come up with a name for the channel, and you can see how well that turned out. Just putting it out there for anybody who noticed. My channel name is not that great. At least I don't think so. I don't think Ryan thought it was very great either when I proposed it to him, but he didn't have any better ideas, and I was like, well, I want to start recording stuff, so I guess we'll just make it that, and we can change it later if we want. But, you know, all is well. We just came up with the name of the channel because, you know, we're brothers in real life, we both love gaming, we both love watching YouTube, and so we decided, you know what, why don't we just do that? Like, why don't we actually just go ahead and get out there and actually, like, do YouTube? It's a weird idea, but, you know, it worked out pretty well. At first I thought about doing an actual channel where we did, like, I don't know, interviews and things like that. Not really a gaming channel per se, and then I'm like, well, maybe we'll just, you know, do a gaming channel. And Ryan seemed okay with it, so, you know, we just said, okay, we're gonna do it. I know he hasn't posted a lot of videos on here yet, and I think you're probably gonna see him a lot more once he's a little bit more wrapped up with school for the semester and stuff like that. He's a very busy guy, very busy. Not as much anymore. You know. But, you know, I do love entertaining people. I love watching YouTube. I have tons of people that I subscribe to on YouTube. So, yeah. I got started, like, you know, I guess, I don't know. I see like I'm rambling, but, you know, whatever. It's fine. You're gonna deal with it. Bah! I'm just kidding. Love you guys. Love you. But I got started with the whole thing, like, I got started with the whole YouTube thing. I originally watched some videos that ep6 did a long time ago. And I was like, you know, hey, that's really cool. Like, you know, I watched his videos and I was like, you know, that's neat. I guess the main thing I did was, you know, like, I think that's really cool. You know, if I had a channel, like, this is what I would do differently and stuff like that. And I was like, huh, you know, maybe people might actually like that. And so I just went ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to make a gaming channel. But yeah, I watched ep6 first. It was actually just at random. I just was on YouTube watching some Minecraft tutorials, and I saw the Minecraft like a link, you know, a related link for the Minecraft files, and the name kind of caught my attention because it's a little different, you know. And so he was like, you know, he was pretty cool. He's a pretty interesting person, I think. And so, you know, I watched him for a while, and it's like, wow, that's really cool. And then, you know, I kind of started watching Wolf21, who's super cool. Wolf21's freaking awesome. I watch their videos all the time, or his videos rather, not their. I watch his videos all the time. Typically you'll see me in the live stream on his Twitch. Of course, a lot of that. It's actually really funny because I misspelled the name. So I used to actually have like an actual, well, my intention was to have the same name of our channel here as our account on Twitch, but I screwed up the name, and I just said, you know what, hell with it, I'm leaving it. So I didn't want to like try to figure out how to delete it and rename it and reassociate it with our email address and crap like that. So I just said, you know what, I'm leaving it. It's just gonna be that way. And so it stayed that way. So you'll see me on there. It's spelled almost right. I just forgot the R in brother, which is kind of silly, but whatever. So yeah. Anyway, replanting some trees. I don't like to do clear cutting, you know. Naturalist or nature type folk might see me be very cross with me. This sheep is always trying to get into my house. I don't know what his deal is. He just wants to be my friend. Well, you know, I'm gonna take your wool and run away, so there you go. But anyway, so I guess it's a little history of me in case any of you all were curious. That's where I come from. My background, of course, is in IT. that's what I do as far as my job goes. I work for a company that does IT work. We actually we do IT work for companies that don't have an IT department, so typically most of our customers are pretty small shops, stuff like that. It means I go around a lot. I travel around the area a lot, different job sites and stuff like that. So that's kind of interesting and it's kind of fun. I don't necessarily know that it's like my favorite, because, you know, just it is taxing sometimes, and I really love my job, to be honest with you. I don't know necessarily that this specific type of work is right for me, if you get what I mean. Like, I'm not necessarily sure that I enjoy, like, the constant traveling around to all the different sites, and, you know, you never really deal with the same customer more than once in a very short period of time, so that gets a little interesting. But I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Anyway, so we've got the house is coming along nicely. I'm collecting some wool for really no reason other than I found some sheep, so I decided to make some wool. And I think I've really decided on this series, like, yeah, it's going to be a hardcore series, so it's going to make it, I think, really cool. Well, obviously it's a hardcore series. I'd have to, like, completely change, like, I'd have to completely destroy this world and create a new one if I didn't want it to be, but, so, it's going to be a hardcore series for sure, obviously, and I think what I'm going to do with it is, you know, I can take requests to do, like, building and stuff like that. I can't promise that I'm incredibly good at building things, but I will try my hardest. And, you know, if I fail miserably, you all get to laugh at me or with me or whatever happens. You know, and that'll be fun, I think. So yeah, I'll take requests if you want to see something built in this world. Any of that. I mean, my ultimate goal is going to be, you know, actually try to, you know, get to the end and fight the Nether Dragon and everything, but if along that way I actually make, like, a building series out of it, it'd be kind of an interesting twist. The cool part about it, I think, is that, you know, I can do these episodes, and, like, my seasons will just be completely based on how long I survive. You know, so a lot of people, you know, do series on YouTube for different shows and stuff like that, and they do, like, just a particular, you know, a particular length of time, or, you know, every so many months they do new seasons or whatever. Well, mine's going to be a little different in that it's going to actually be, you know, it's just going to be how long I survive. So if I die, you know, we start a new season. I think that'll be really cool. So yeah, right now I'm just going to kind of carve out a little farm. Make me some wheat so I can get some bread and stuff. It would be really cool to find an abandoned mine shaft so I can do some melons, but we shall see. And of course I broke my hoe, so now I gotta go get a new hoe. Get a new hoe. Usually I can find one down here somewhere. Loves. At my workbench. Hardy har 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 har. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, that was just... Also, a little... I don't know. I wish that they would have also, for this new thing, you know, we have different colored woods now, which is really, really cool. And I like that, because you know, we have different, you know, opportunities for making different things. I wish they would have just done something a little more with it. Like, I wish they would have given us some steps, and maybe the half steps, or like the, you know, I guess the wooden slabs, or whatever you call them. All of that would have been super cool, but, I mean, we haven't, so that's no big deal. I know that the Mojang folk are very busy, but it would have been really cool. And, you know, maybe they were just testing the water with this first one to see if people really enjoyed, you know, more stuff. And who doesn't enjoy more cool stuff in Minecraft? I mean, realistically, I think all that type of stuff is really, really neat. So, we're just going to use some bone meal. I like getting some extra seeds, plant my seeds, stuff like that. So, whoosh, whoosh, and then bone meal. Boom, boom, boom. Though I do kind of wonder sometimes, like, who came up with the idea, like, okay guys, I got this. What we're gonna do is we are going to use bone meal to grow crops really fast. Not sure I follow. Maybe there's actually some kind of real agricultural significance of that whole thing, like use that type of bone meal or something for like crops. I don't know. I'm not one of those people that would know that type of information, so who knows. But I found it very funny when I first saw it. I was like, so we use bone meal to grow crops really fast. I'm confused. But maybe that's not so weird. And I kind of grew this, I made this garden a little larger than it needs to be, but, you know, oops. I killed one of my precious seeds. Oh, noes. Oh, well. I'll make more. Alright, back to the house. Back to the house we go. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do. Gonna make some bread. Running low on steaks, and honestly, I'm just too irresponsible to be a farmer. And at this point, a little too lazy to just go out and get some cows yet. So anyway, but yeah, so that's where we're at this point. Feeling really good about this series so far. I think I've got a lot of work done quickly, so that's great. If you guys have subscribed already, great. If you haven't, you know, consider me. There we go. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider it. If you enjoyed this video a lot, make sure you know, let me know. Honestly, one way or another, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I don't make any money off you people liking my videos. Straight up. Maybe some people do. I have no idea. I don't know their life. I don't know their life. Anyway, so, yeah, like, I just appreciate if you leave a like just for my feedback, like, just for the feedback purposes of it, like, because I would like to know what I'm doing well and what I'm really terribly sucking at. Make a little beach right there. Because I don't know, I'm really new at YouTube, so I don't know what I am doing well and what I'm not doing well. So I would really appreciate it if, you guys would just let me know. Simple request, I suppose. But anyway, so, if you like the video, either leave a like or just give me a comment and say, hey, this video is really cool. I always appreciate constructive criticism, as long as you're not being like, oh, you're dumb, or your voice sounds stupid. Like, that's not really constructive, because I can't really change my voice unless I just talked in a funny accent the whole time I'm, doing my video, and that really wouldn't work. So, anyway, just, yeah, let me know. I really appreciate it.